why are these NBA coaches on these short leashes? Like we seeing all these coaches,
It's a
they
players'
just
league.
win. They just win. Like they'll win a championship. Like we saw Monty Williams got to the finals, gets leaves after 2 years. Mike Budenholzer won a championship, leave after 2 years. Same with Frank Vogel, won a championship, leave after 2 years. Why are these coaches on short leashes?
Why you think, bro?
Oh man, like you said, players league. Players really control the league. Honestly, they was talking. I know they was talking about earlier with uh Daryl Morey said he's not gonna inform with like Joel and be like who the next coach is. How you gonna do that with your best player? You have to like talk to him because it's like, what if him and the coach don't see eye to eye? Now it's problems, and then majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get rid of the coach. You're not gonna get rid of the player.
Yeah.
So it's really just about players. But they just it's like winning a championship now doesn't let you stay with the organization a long time. It's like you have to show results every year. It's
Mm.
just like with Monty Williams, bro. We always talked about he got the Suns finals. They were good last year. They were decent again this year, and then he gets bounced after
Mm.
they just got KD. You're not gonna give him. I would at least kept him for at least next year to give them time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you always say, you said they only played 8 games, so he really didn't even coach him. He only coached KD for what 12 games and 8 in the regular season. It's like how can you form this partnership if you can't even coach the man for only not even 30 games?
Yeah, they setting the next coach up for failure, ain't they?
Um,
What you think, Ace?
it depends.
Well, why they on short leashes?
Yeah.
I agree with y'all. I agree with what Sheldon said. If you're not showing results every year, the business got to keep going. And if they see a better fit and they want to give a new guy or somebody else a try, man, hasta la
Mm.
vista.
Hasta la vista.
Yeah, like go ahead. Like you said, a championship don't secure your spot long term in this organization, bro.
Honestly, yeah, I feel the same way. It's a players' league.
Ain't no more loyalty in this league no more.
Yeah, yeah. I said I feel the same way. Like ain't no more. It's a players' league, and that management just doesn't want to put their foot down and stand up to players. They feel they must be player pleasers, and that just doesn't make sense. I think managers need to. I mean, management needs to start being realistic. Like when LeBron wanted Eric Spoelstra to be fired, when he was with the Heat. It didn't make sense. I think they should have stuck it through. Like even when Silas. He was brought in management thought that he would management he came in thinking that he was going to get James Harden some type of a decent team, but clearly as you see he was set up and he wasn't protected from that. Now his whole reputation and record is ruined as a head coach. I think they need to be realistic with themselves. Like you got to give these people a real chance, a real shot of like longevity, at least 5. They need to start maybe getting a contract like 4 to 6 years, and they need to stop trying to be player pleasers. You can't be trying to give everything to these players because we seen the Nets. Look how atrocious that turned out. If KD wasn't being nice and sweet with the owner of it, they wouldn't have got anything back for him. They would have just been fucking high garbage. Like, what are you're putting too much, you're putting too many hands. You're not doing your job. You're letting players do your job and you're letting it dictate the coaches. They need to stand up for their goddamn self. Be a Pat Riley. Be a Pop. Just stand up for yourself. Fight back, management. Fucking losers. That's what I think.
They, I think they need to at least say, okay, we're gonna guarantee you 4 years. First, especially if you're on a weak team, bro. I always say because I feel like I know it's this the NFL, but the NFL and basketball are like different. But in the NFL, it's like majority of the time the team is gonna be garbage. So it's like first year, I expect you to be garbage. So it's like I can't fire you off that. Second year, I at least should see some improvement. Third year, you got to make a push because we're probably going to get some new players. At least make the playoffs. Okay, then it's after that, and especially we all know certain teams is like they don't have championships aspirations. So it's like the Wizards. We know the Wizards ain't gonna win no championship. So the goal is for them is just to be in the playoffs. Like as long as you make the playoffs, you're successful.
Yeah. Yeah. You think so, buddy? You fuck with that?
What are you talking about?
No, you know what I'm saying. You're just a
No,
petty
say
guy.
what you gotta say.
I ain't got
This
nothing
is
to
the
say.
point. Then
I ain't
why'd you
got
say
nothing.
that there?
I just
Say
thought it was
it. Say
interesting. I
it.
just
Say
thought
what
it
you
was
gotta say.
interesting.
No, just
I
say
ain't got
it.
nothing to say. No, I just found it.
Why can't you
Success,
just say it?
failure, is failure. You gotta learn. You gotta learn not to harp on such the small
But why
details and
can't
let
you
it go,
just say
brother.
that? Why
You're
can't
gonna
That
you
give
boy,
just?
yourself. You're
How you
gonna give
gonna make
yourself
a comment
that
but
boy
then
hypertension.
don't say
Rui
nothing about it?
balling.
He is. You're gonna give yourself hypertension, Sheldon, if you
You
don't
made
let
a
the small
small
things
comment.
go.
I asked, why can't you just say it? This is the point of the podcast. Say what you gotta say.
I'm just saying. I just found it success and failure. I just found it interesting that you said that. That's
But
all.
why? Okay, explain then.
Because is there such thing as success and failure?
In sports,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. That's all I had.
everybody has different. Everybody has different expectations.
Yeah, I feel like when you said that though, like with like some type of improvement, it should be like looked at like I don't know, like if you get brought into like an organization that isn't like projected to like even be contenders or make playoffs, they should look at it like over the span of like 4 years, like they were projected to only win like because what the Pistons won 17 games. So how many games do they win next year, even with Cade? 20 something. So let's say like over 4 years, like we expect you to at least win like at least maybe 100 or 90 games. But like if you can't even get like close to that threshold, it's like, okay, we do need to let you go. Something like that. You get what I'm saying?
But the thing is, though, the coaches can't do nothing about the players that they get. If I'm picked with these trash players, it's like I can only do so much.
Man, you ain't even comment on what I said. You ain't even give me no ideas with my thought, brother. Could you comment on my idea with the numbers and the year over the years?
I mean, yeah, I feel like you should get to 4 years. Like I think you should get 4 years now. It just depends. Like with Steven Silas, I think he should have
Mm-hmm.
got 4 years because it's like, you know, you're gonna get a good pick. They got the
Mm-hmm.
third. No, I think it's the fourth pick. They got the fourth pick this year, I think. So it's like, let's see what we could do with a Jalen Green, a Sengun, a Jabari Smith, and let's say they potentially get James Harden back. Let's just hypothetically. Maybe they could be competitive and fight for a play-in. You never know. But they didn't even give him a chance. They just saw he was bad for them 3 years. Like you said, he was set up for failure from day one. He thought he was going to coach James Harden and Westbrook. That's why he signed there. I mean, I doubt, but he was a first year coach. So first year coach is probably going to sign anywhere if they get the job. That's just what happened.